Welcome, welcome, welcome to Heath Kitchen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Heath Kitchen.
Go ahead.
They charged me $25 to check in, and a small little pull-on, they charged me $79 and people with big luggage and they ain't saying anything, you know. I tell you, this Frontier used the last year I ever traveled.
Go ahead.
I've been traveling with all the airlines for all over the world, but this is the worst airline I've ever traveled with. The courtesy of the people is no good. The counter crew and everybody, no good at all. First and last time. I know.
Ready? Hello. I travel Frontier Airline for the first time today, and the experience was horrible. Their booking agents at the check-in desk are so ghetto. They have no courtesy, no hospitality. They have no humanitarian in them. They're crooks. The whole system is a scam, and I will never fly with that airline again. They charge one price on their third party. When you get to the airport, they tell you that it's a whole nother price, and the confirmation number that I got from Cheapo Air that I booked with, when I tried to log in online to do the check-in, that number would not go through. They didn't give me time to call Cheapo Air to get the code that comes from Frontier in order for me to do my online check-in, because they're trying to charge the extra fees. After I paid about $12 to do the check-in and the luggage, which I didn't know I had to pay for, then they let me know that the flight is delayed for 2.5 hours, which would give me more than enough time to call Cheapo Air to get that code and do my check-in online, which would be totally free. So those people are just there trying to scavenge all the money they possibly can out of honest, hardworking customers. That airline should be shut down because they're nasty and they're all thieves. That's my take. I will never travel with them again. It was my first time. I've been traveling for at least 25 years. And it's the first time I've ever experienced anything so bad.
Hi you guys, I just want to tell you that Frontier Airline is not it. It's a scam. I am tired, as you guys can see. I've been traveling from morning. You buy one price for the ticket, and then when you reach at the airport, you hear that you have to pay for everything. You have to pay for the luggage, you have to pay to board the plane, you have to pay for the food on the plane. You don't get nothing free. And to top it all, we were supposed to leave from 3:30, and when we did all the booking, then after they told us that the flight delayed rather, and we're not gonna leave until 5:45. Remember, it was 3:30, and we had to stay until 5:45. Then, when we came to our destination, we were sitting in the plane because they said there was some situation with where they had to dock, and we have to sit in the plane for, I think, maybe almost an hour before we couldn't get off the flight. And here, if you stand up, they're telling you that they're not going to let you off the plane. If you pull your seatbelt, they're not going to, I don't know what type of ghetto situation is that. So this is my first and this is my last. So if you're going to think about flying, Frontier is not it. Please stay away from Frontier. And also the baggage. When we came after we sit in the airplane after we land for an hour, then we went to get our luggage. It took us another maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours again to get our luggage. And I'm telling you, it is exhausted. I'm tired. My body hurts. And so, trust me, Frontier, stay away. Thank you.
Hi guys, so today we're going to be telling you about our Frontier
Frontier
Airlines experience.
Terrible. Do not fly Frontier. They'll scam your money.
They'll scam your money.
Delayed.
So when we first arrived, we went in and we were saying, they told us $25 per bag. Then, upon walking closer, they said $125 per person. So, after we were confused, we tried to look up the thing that the website that they told us about. And once we looked at the website, nothing was coming up. We couldn't,
Not a thing.
it wasn't working. So we went over and we asked. It was the same thing. We couldn't find anything. We ended up just paying for what they asked per person. And when we
carry-ons.
did,
We paid for the carry-ons after we told they would be free.
yes. And then, after we did that, we were told our flight was delayed 3 hours, which would have been enough time for us to call the actual airline and get it sorted out. But,
So as we were saying, guys, we landed down and it took 2 hours for us to get from the tarp onto the gate because it took so long. And like we said, we would not recommend it. The pilot was getting out of the bathroom to walk over. It was just so much going on. So guys, like we said, do not fly Frontier.
and then, when we got off the plane and we went to go collect our bags, we had to wait 30 minutes for them to even
More
start.
than 30 minutes. We waited like an hour and 30 minutes for those bags.
Then when we actually got our bags, we finally.
Okay guys, trust me. As you guys know, I've been traveling the Caribbean, then I came up and I have to come Florida because of certain circumstances. I know the normal time, all the time when I travel, when you buy a ticket through either through the travel service, the airline itself, or through the third party itself, once they give you a confirmation number, that do everything. You don't have to change your confirmation number if you're gonna book in online, or if you go through the counter, that's the same one you use.
Frontier Airline, it is the worst airline whatever.
The confirmation number that they gave us is invalid. We have to wait, and they are rushing us. You have to pay. You have to pay for us to check you in. You have to pay to check you in. You buy your ticket. Are you gonna tell me I have to pay for somebody to check me in? That's not fair. That's not good for us. That's not good for anything. So what else we're gonna do? What else we're gonna pay for when you buy a ticket to travel and front?
What else you gonna pay for when you buy a ticket to travel and Frontier? This is a scamming. This is not how people are supposed to be treated.
Scamming. I think the airline industry is ripping off passengers for everything. Soon find out and tell you if you want to sit at the window and you try to book in online, check in online, you have to pay for the window seat. When you already buy a seat, already full in, $75 to sit at a window. Come on. You guys need to do better than how you're treating us. My experience with Frontier this afternoon was very, very bad. I've been traveling for how many years, and this is the first worst experience I ever had. Would I recommend them to anyone else? No, they are scammer. They are crooked. They are thief. They are dishonest. They have no form professionalism, how to deal with people or anything like that. They don't want you to talk, because once you open your mouth and say something, they say you shouting or you're this. No, you're not. And they want to take you off the flight because they don't want you to say anything. That's not fair. That's not how you treat us. We work hard for our money. And when we're going to travel, I don't think we're supposed to travel under these form of harassment, stress, and everything. You need to treat people better. You need to train your workers that they can be professional and deal with us, because we are not begging you guys. We pay our money, and it makes no sense you're going to sell a ticket very cheap, and when we go to book in is something else. That's not good. That's scamming. That's scamming, guys. It's time for you guys to cut these things out. Come straight. If you're gonna sell a ticket for 50 cents, it's 50 cents, because when I book any other airline and I pay 50 cents for my fare, the only thing I know now you have to pay for your luggage. Not to check in, not to check out, because they have the cost, and if you don't understand what to do, they have people there to help you, to assist you free of cost. Not to tell you have to pay $25, $30 or $70 to get on. Come on, you need to get yourself together.